Alright, let's get in here. Probably gonna be a lot of dialogue at first here. We're gonna go through all his shit.
There's
So, will you admit that you have kept the powers Elex gives you?
If you think I can acquire enough Elex to maintain my own strength, you are mistaken. Yes, I continue to consume Elex, pure Elex, but I have only enough to reduce the impact of withdrawal. If you are looking for magic outside Zakor, then you will have to look to the Berserkers of Edan.
Is Berserker magic as strong as the Alps magic?
Some of them are very effective. Their mana has allowed the magic of Edan to evolve a lot of power. I heard of a mage in the domed city with the power to fight an Alexitor. And as a berserker living beyond the borders of Edan, she might have a more open ear than those living under berserker law every day.
That's what I needed to hear. Let's go find this berserker in the domed city. Maybe they'll let me in now because I'm a cleric?
Now, if we could move that to the fort, we would never have to worry about the Alps or the clerics again. I wonder if I could steal it.
You want to steal the dome?
There's not much in this world that can't be stolen.
There's no chance of you stealing that thing.
Will you let me in?
Halt! Not a step further. No one is allowed.
The outlaws who were trying to get into the city are dead.
Well, that's good news for someone. You know, one of them had requested an entry ID for the city, so the timing's worked out well for you. Maybe you'd want to take his entry ID. That would get you in. What's a curse for one person is a blessing for another, eh? So here, take the ID. Oh, and there are some rules I need to tell you before you enter. First, stay away from the generators. Nobody but the technicians is allowed access to them. That sort of security is why we need to keep an eye on IDs. So if you meet someone who's in the city illegally, report them to us immediately, and Eric will take care of them. We can only keep peace in the city if we all work together, and we keep the city secure. That's what was laid down by the Great Council of Magalan. And the Great Council gave the clerics the responsibility for guaranteeing the city's independence. That means everyone is welcome here, until they cause trouble. So keep the peace while you're in there. Our suggesters are busy enough without you adding to their workload. And that's it. You may pass.
Where? Who?
Alois is the judicator in charge of the city. You'll find him in the castle. He likes to stay close to the generators.
And we're in. Smoking a ciggy. Wow.
I'm staying out of it.
Cooper.
I didn't do anything. What do you want with me this time?
This is a routine check.
Routine my ass. I didn't do anything. Go ahead, feel free to search me. You cleric. Screw you. Take me.
You asshole!
I thought you liked stealing and shit.
I'm staying out of it. I didn't...
Absolutely nothing.
Don't tell me nothing. I don't believe that. Not for a second. You clerics act like this city belongs to you. Screw you. Screw your Take me to your damn suggester.
What is it that you're planning?
What's that got to do with you? You expect me to trust you just like that?
Hey, nice mug.
Talk. That's all he's ever been.
There's no...
That guy wouldn't know his ass if a troll ripped it off and showed it to him.
Whatever you say.
Talk. That's all he's ever been.
They say that the pilgrim Thorold has answers, but who knows?
You're starting fights for no reason.
Thanks
That's
for
why you
your
got
stuff.
involved.
Oh, what's this here? Attention thieves. Huh.
Trolls, mantises, raptors. It's crazy
Oh,
to
yeah?
travel out there.
Page.
Why even waste time doing it?
What have you heard? Because I haven't heard anything. I've been chewing on that thing for days.
It's true.
You need a break every once in a while if you're going to stay sane. But
I
do
have
you
to
get
go.
one?
She has to go.
Huh. What do we have here? Fresh meat? Watch your mouth, Paige, before I stuff your legs into it. No need to be nasty, nasty. Just bringing the feel of Tavar to the Dome City. How did
they
you
know
get
each
the guard to
other?
let you into the dome? Preferential treatment, I bet, seeing as you're a cleric. However you got in, you're going to find it even harder to get out. The clerics are a little jumpy at the moment. You might say paranoid. So, when they do let someone in, it does make me wonder who they are and why the clerics thought letting them in was a good idea.
Again, you realize I'm a cleric. I can do what I want. Not only am I a cleric, I'm a paladin cleric. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
If it's so hard to get in, what are you doing here?
I got in before things got so paranoid. And I came here for profit, of course. Lots of nervous people close to the Alps tend to be willing to invest shards in their safety, you see. And getting hold of supplies is hard out here. So, if you can get them, you can sell them for a high price. Well, that was the plan. Now, the clerics have stopped me trading and cut off all the supplies.
Where do you get your goods from?
Mostly directly from Tavar. And that's the main problem, seeing as the clerics have got picky about who comes in and goes out of here. It's impossible to get by the guards without an ID card. And they took mine from me as part of their crackdown.
Ooh.
Now they say I'm causing trouble. But what else is a businesswoman supposed to do when she has her business taken from her?
You can farm pumpkins with them.
Yeah, don't tell me. Trading weapons can pose a danger to the community. But this is about self-defense. The only person... I mean, what? Are we supposed to throw rocks at the Albs when they attack? But the clerics want to keep all the guns for themselves and screw the rest of us. They call it neutrality, but I say it's oppression.
What else did you expect? You've been stupid.
I'm not going to argue with you on that.
Nasty likes
Still,
it.
let's say he's right, and that I could get a hold of supplies. Not from Tavar, obviously. They've blocked that route. Let's say I could get some weapons from the Separatists, for example. Let's say they have weapons and need shards, and that they also have the business acumen of a stunned troll, so they need a salesperson. Me, for example. What if I was to say that? And what if I was to say that I have to find someone who could enter and leave the city freely? If I was to say that, then what would you say?
I'd say you're walking a dangerous line.
Spoken like a true cleric. Can't you see I'm a victim here? This city is supposed to be neutral, not an enclave of the Horde. So, where's the neutrality if only one side has guns? So if you blab, what have I lost? Nothing.
There is some
And
merit
without
to
any
that
guns
argument.
to show, it's just your word against mine. And even Alois isn't going to see that as justice.
Good stuff.
Well, need makes strange bedfellows, but you'll have to show me that I can trust you. How about... Don't worry. You'll get enough back as payment if you complete the deal to offset your deposit.
You don't need a payment. You will just trust me.
Right. Trust you. Sure. Now that I think about it, you do look trustworthy. So, this is what you need to do. Leave the city and find a separatist called Radok. I think he's a separatist. But whatever he is, he's a mad fucker. I can't make sense of most of what he says. But he has the weapons, and he likes trade. I think he likes trade. It's hard to tell. He wants to sell the weapons, but you'll have to work on him, okay? He won't just hand them over.
Wait.
With
Good stuff, asshole.
Thanks.
Everything okay with us?
Butterflies and honey.
Hey, you.
Let me guess. I'm not allowed into the upper quarter?
What? No, everyone's allowed to move about freely here. I just have a question for you. You got here recently, right? I just want to know what things are like outside the dome. What's going on up there? Are the Albs attacking?
There are raids, but there have been no major assaults recently.
I'm sure that's just the calm before the storm. I just hope the dome holds. There's a lot of people depending on this dome of mine, so they pass us by like a river around a rock. Kalan gave us the knowledge, and now look what we've achieved. A safe harbor for all people. The clerics and Ignodons say we've strayed. I say we've found the true path.
You built the dome?
I designed the plans for it, then we built it together. My name is Eric, by the way. Chief engineer here in the dome. I'm in charge of all the generators and technicians who oversee them.
Can this dome survive an Alb attack?
Of course. Why do you think we built it? As long as we can maintain a constant energy flow, then they can't get in. Unfortunately, achieving that isn't so easy. Some of the energy regulators are starting to malfunction again.
I can repair the energy regulators for you.
Thanks for the offer, but that's not necessary. I've already repaired the components. They just haven't all been installed yet.
I will help you with the energy regulators.
I wanted to do it myself, but do you really think you could handle it? But I wouldn't have expected anything else from a cleric. I have the energy regulator. Please, take it to Lutz and help him to install it. Come back to me when you're done.
Why don't we have a dome like this in the Horde?
The dome requires immense amounts of energy, and the fluctuations in it have to be constantly balanced. The technology is complex. That means there's no way to cover the Horde with a shield like this. Besides, the cliffs around Horde give it a natural protection. But if just
Okay. Let's just go around collecting all our quests we're gonna have here. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff. Oops. Take that. Why is a cleric got mana potions in his cubby? Really makes you wonder.
Yeah, that's a real issue. What's that?
If we all did our duty, everything would be done.
What would it take to upgrade this? I have enough. Oh. Now she's a talker.
Welcome. Hey, how come I haven't seen you here before?
I
thought I
haven't been
knew
here
all
before.
of the clerics in Abessa.
I haven't been here long.
Same with me. I haven't been with the clerics for long. I have been a member of almost all of the factions, except the elves. And I hope I don't get captured and turned into one of those emotionless husks.
What do you mean you've tried all of the factions?
That's a long story. If you're really interested in my tale, then I will tell you, of course.
I'd rather swallow all the sand at Tavar than listen to her drivel.
I didn't ask you.
Tell me.
Right, I'll give you the full...
Just
I
get
don't
on.
actually
Okay,
care.
so, back then, Bajar... As a child,
Grew
I
up
had no
in
interest in
Goliath.
the laws, but he took my parents. I remember him. Well, no, I think what the Berserk... Why would... I swore never to return... Wherever I needed to. It didn't take me... I don't want to talk about that.
Got taken
I was
captive,
lucky, though.
went to Tavar.
After I learned how to fight, life wasn't much... Because the Reavers who'd taken me captive came to the fort and wanted to speak to the Duke. I think they wanted to take me back. I fled when they saw me. I didn't want to be taken back, or for them to kill me to hide their crime. When I left the fort, I ran into a... They convinced me to go to the Hort with them. Not that I really... All those hours taking scrap apart and putting it back together in Tavar, the clerics recognized. So, building... And it's like this... That...
Went to
protect-
Hort.
Well, I hope you...
Here, I'll summarize what she just said, taking 80 bajillion dialogue lines. She grew up in Dan. Then she left because she hated the laws. And she got captured by Reavers. Ended up in Tavar because she got captured, but she got away. And then she went with the clerics. Easy peasy.
What do you...
Which...
I know the basics.
Unfortunately, that wouldn't... I would... Great. But... Oh, we... Yeah. But...
They're never gonna win fighting that way.
Very informative. So we're just ransacking their storage areas, what it seems like. Nice. Good haul. Oh, scientist's amulet. You think there's anything up here? There is. A bird's nest. A bird that has a liking for Elex.
Downfall until this day, so he will always stand with us during difficult. Just a moment, I have to concentrate. 43 degrees. Maybe I could adjust the receiver's set.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I would have hoped a cleric would have had more consideration. But crap. I don't suppose you can remember what I said. Right. So if I take those degrees, no.
Fuck.
Maybe I could adjust. Should I? No. 43. Exactly. Yes. Thank you for.
25 shards. It was worth it.
You are just a good. Yeah. If you in. Out. Yeah.
Whatever. Ooh. Sword of Advent.
Too easy.
Saw you.
Huh?
You saw me what?
I saw how you came through into the dome. Who are you? Why were you allowed in?
That's none of your business.
Then it sounds like you got in here illegally.
That's
As
not
much
true.
as the clerics claim they control the gates, they really don't seem to be able to stop people getting in. And by that, I don't just mean you. Can you believe it? There are fucking albs in the city.
What do you have against the Separatists?
They are coming here to our city. The only city with a real chance of peace among the factions. If it was up to me, then we would make sure these elves went somewhere else. They might say we have the same goal, the same enemy, but I don't believe a word of what they say. Who says they aren't spies sent here to deactivate the dome? They can't be trusted.
So, you're just a bigot, and you're racist. That's all.
You want to have all the Separatists thrown out of the city?
Yeah. And you know what? I have already started to make it happen. I'll recruit anyone who'll help get this done. We have an eyewitness who claims to have seen the Separatists exchanging information with the Alps. Traitorous bastards.
Who is this eyewitness?
The Berserker Jorg saw Fenk meet with an Alb in front of the city. Why would they meet if it wasn't to exchange information about the dome?
Why
Sadly,
would
Jorg
they
is
meet?
the only one who's seen Fenk. And now he started saying he isn't sure he really saw Fenk meet an Alb from Zakor. So I have to jog Jorg's memory, or make sure he stops denying what he said. There has to be a way to do that.
I don't want to help this guy, but it's XP.
You don't...
No, I'm telling. I...
Does that mean you're exiles?
Well, none of us are allowed to return to Edan now. Or we just end
You're
up...
exiles.
As to why they came here. Well, the first settlers were sent to Abessa to plant a world heart to expand the forest of Edan out here. But they were cut off from Edan by the Alps. Left on their own to survive. The warlords in Goliath weren't happy. But they're stretched too thin for another conflict. And since they settled here, others have joined us. Some are escaped exiles. Others just chose to leave Edan. You can... Do you think you can make you... It's for the... So go... Either help... It can...
Oh, Rorik. I'm supposed to talk to him.
You're new here in the city, right?
Yes, I've just arrived.
I thought so. Anyway, have you been to Edan recently? A good friend?
Who's your friend?
His name is Kral. He's a guard at the Mana Shrine. At least, he was when I left. He thought he still had a chance to save his brother, Grimar, from the Alb Converter. Do you know what happened?
Kral is dead.
No. Shit. I had this feeling. First, and...
Vivian sent me.
Is it about the technician?
Yeah.
I've tried.
What
Well, back in Goliath, I used to take machines apart. Strange, really. My job used to be to get rid of technology, but... just look...
So, now you've left Edan. What do you think about the clerics?
I'm grateful they let me in. They don't bother me, and I don't bother them. I'm not a berserker anymore. I live here. I don't know. But the clerics don't ban some people from doing some things and not others. If I want to learn about technology, they'll let me. They're the same with everyone.
I've heard enough.
Okay.
He seems like a pretty good candidate.
You better not steal anything.
I don't steal.
To sort things
Are
out.
you here to seek shelter or to cause problems?
Oh, there's
This
her.
area is a sanctuary for refugees.
There's nothing here for reavers, recruiters, or troublemakers.
I'm not a reaver.
Then I hope that means you're here to help. Cool.
We got off on good terms.
You're a berserker. Is Adan trying to conquer Abessa?
I don't answer to Adan. And these people belong to no faction. They belong only to themselves. I stand as their protector against anyone who would force them. My only connection to it.
What brought you out here?
This is a place away from the war. A place people could make up their minds without being pressured to join one of the factions. If the people here wanted...
So...
Well, the clerics keep order, but it's not like the Horde where entry means you have to join them. Here you can forget about factions. Exile. There are those in Idan who want to use my magic for their own purposes. Ever since my power started to grow, they changed me. Their mana changed me, and that change just won't stop. I'm becoming stronger and stronger. It is terrifying. I do, I have. But sometimes it overwhelms me. That's why I fight alone. If I lose control of a spell, there's a chance I could kill anyone and everyone around me. The warlords wanted to test me. Try my powers, to harness them. Now I need to find a solution myself. But to do that... You know you wouldn't need to diffuse things if you didn't get people wound up in the first place. Damn, this is like being back in Goliath.
I could use someone like you.
Use? There's a word I've heard too much.
Well,
I could help you.
What do you know of what I need? What do you know? Elex mark mana, chems, exposure from food tainted by it? It stays with people. You have its mark on you. You're different somehow. What is it about you?
I'm an elb.
I took Elex in the past. Is that what you're seeing? Or is there something else?
Took it? You were fed it. You were an Alb soldier. Well, it seems we have something in common. We've both been fed Elex in one form or another. It's changed us. And neither of us know what that means we are now.
What do you think? My offer still stands.
And what exactly is...
I am going to end this war by taking the fight to the Elexiters. And I'm trying to put together a group skilled enough to win that fight.
And you think I'll take part in this?
In return, I will help your quest to find the Elex you're searching for. Then you can improve your magical abilities. You said yourself, the longer you are here, the more you fear your powers will overwhelm you. The longer you stay here, the more danger you put these people in. If you really want to protect them, you need to leave.
Even if that's true, why should I leave with you?
I was an elf. I know Elex and I know magic. I know the impulses that follow you even during sleep. I know the nightmares and the problems of trying to control power that really wants to control you. And I know what it's like when all that is taken from you. We can help each other.
And it's not like I have other options.
Hey.
I'll wait by the main gate. You should stock up here before we go.
I will meet you.
Just don't keep me waiting. You might find I changed my mind.
You asshole. I hope they drown in their own shit.
I don't know why she's calling me an asshole. Also, y'all are pretty fucking loud. They probably should have reduced the audio levels of ambient noises and sound effects while you're talking to people.
Hey, you. Hey, it's you.
Yes, Fink.
I heard they shot you down. That you were dead. Apparently that was wrong. But if you're here, does that mean you're a separatist now? Will you stay here and support our cause? I'm sure you would be very welcome.
I will give you my support.
Good. We have to stick together. People blame us for this war, even though we left Zakor to escape it. They will doubt us until the day peace begins. I mean, they don't even trust each other. Among all these warring people, all these different agendas. We, you and I, share a similar destiny. It's the only way any... That is exactly what we are. Tolerated. We are still a long way from being accepted.
Once an alb, always an alb.
Does that count for all of us?
You'll just have to keep working on convincing me.
This city is a place of freedom, but the outlaws claim they are being oppressed. The clerics say they are neutral, but they aren't. The berserkers, they don't seem to know what they're doing, apart from avoiding their laws. I think that we are all here for a new start.
He doesn't have anything.
It is the we and the it. Good. It is kill, but it is but it. We are they we are.
Okay.
You think you know what's going on? No one knows what's going on.
Wow, that was a serious waste of time, wasn't it? It cost all of us.
Mira's records.
Tell me.
What? Expect that.
This is private property.
We have to put...
So where's
Someone
York?
hears that.
There he is.
Yeah, if you're here for the food rations, then I'll tell you what I told the other 100 people. Someone must have been making a joke. I don't have anything to sell or give, so you can just turn around.
I'm not here about the food rations.
You're not? Ah, is that so? It's just... I'm just so sick of it. Everything was simpler when I was a cultivator in Goliath. We had laws and everyone obeyed them. Why can't people just all work together?
Fink sent me.
Fink sent me.
Did he? Well, this whole thing between Caleb and Fink is starting to get on my nerve. I shouldn't have said anything, okay?
Tell me.
My version. I'm stuck. I told Caleb in confidence that I saw Fink meet an alb outside the city. Could have been a separatist, but I wasn't sure. I didn't see any more than that, but Caleb decided to tell the clerics. He convinced me that the alb Fink met must have been from Zakor. But I have no real idea who he was. Or No. But when it became clear that the seedling wouldn't grow, Caleb decided that we would remain here. But now, we went against orders from Goliath. If I go back now, they'll just stick me in a cage, no questions asked.
That's pretty stupid.
Do you have any idea what I should do? I feel this is a mess.
Go to the clerics and tell them you made a mistake.
I can't do that. Caleb will call me a traitor. And for all I know, Caleb is right. That alb could have been from Zakor. What if Fink actually is an alb spy?
You shouldn't let Caleb intimidate you.
You're right. I let him push me around even when we were living in Goliath. I was always following someone or other and doing what they told me. You're right. I've done Caleb's bidding without... I'll go to the clerics and... You've helped me decide. Thank you. I will go to the clerics and do the right thing. I don't want someone to be thrown out of the city because of me.
What a fuck up that was.
Everything.
Butterflies and
Oh, okay, we're still good.
Go.
Ready to make some money every time we go in one of these pubs and steal all of the cutlery and dishes.
You can forget
It's
it,
good
Mama.
money.
I serve everyone here.
Save yourself some work and some pain by doing what I say. Let those assholes drink piss from the gutters. You keep your supplies for the real people.
What do you care who I serve? I still serve you even though the other people
Fucking
complain
helps.
about it.
They'll cost
So you
all
are
of us.
taking their side.
Do you ever think
are
about
you?
how things might have been before the
I'm
comet?
nobody's side. I'm just getting on with my job.
You think you know what's
had
going on?
better
No
reconsider
one knows
this.
what's going on.
Reconsider what? One wrong word and...
Hey, let... Victory over the Alps! Or do you have another reason to celebrate? Because...
I believe.
Drink up, here and now. Or have you just been sitting on your...
I've done more fighting than a barfly like you.
Ha! You have to have balls to challenge me like that. Here.
You liked it.
A few more shards.
Why aren't you in Adan with the other berserkers?
Fuck the berserkers. They would have exiled me to the valley sooner or later. So I beat... Fuck them and their law. You can have it much easier here. And if you want to earn something for nothing, try fighting one of the outlaws here in the dope. Those assholes always come. Just have... He knows it's time.
Why do you want me to fight Riley?
It's about time that I parade those... But take... Shit.
Wait, what about this?
You...
What? So...
You can try.
I'm gonna give...
Ow.
Shit, that was pretty good.
Right? Right?
Alright, you've made... So...
You had better leave people alone from now on.
I got... I would...
Just blasted the shit out of him and left.
Hey, traveler. Whatever... Here.
What?
Any more? Search.
What? You...
I don't have to listen to you. When you do, make sure you bring...
I probably should have paid more attention to what he was saying. He gave me a key and I have no fucking clue what it's for. I'm just not in the mood to listen though. Oh, more berserkers.
So, you come here from Goliath?
Goliath? No. I was exiled to the valley before I came here, but I hid myself in a crate and got brought up in the...
That's not a chest. No. At least this really is not a statement I'm proud of even having to say, but I have gotten better at getting out of
I heard you
chairs.
speaking to Eric. He gave you an energy regulator for the dome, right? Very.
Oh yeah.
I'm a cleric. I won't betray the Dome City.
You clerics all have stakes up your asses. You think your clan wouldn't understand me wanting to stay alive? You didn't all. Well, you.
You fucked up then, didn't you?
No, I did not.
Did.
But and.
You.
Yeah, and one now even.
This.
Yeah.
I fought him. I beat him.
Oh, good for you. If he does, please. Okay.
You don't have shit. Why are you even selling stuff if that's all you're gonna have? You know? Okay, well, we've been about everywhere here, I think. Maybe I didn't go in this building. Oh.
Useless fucking thief. You'll pay for that. Oh.
There it is.
What do you want here?
Not to sit.
Too easy.
That works. I don't care for his bread. Alright, so now we're gonna have a bunch of quests for Abessa. Yep. Okay, let's go meet Lutz.
Keep your hands off my machine. I don't. How are you when it comes to engineering? Do you have? I'm trying to.
A 3-phase. I assume you want to free up a few surge capacitors in the system. If that's the case, a 3-phase generator would provide you with constant power.
Yeah, that's right. Ha! Nice to meet someone who understands this kind of thing. Thanks for the help.
Eric sent me.
Thank Kalan.
Yeah.
Perfect. That looks great. Thanks. Thanks for getting that. I'll install it immediately. You better get back to Eric. You can tell him I'm putting...
Cool.
I'll meet you again later on.
Okay, and now... Need to go back to Fink.
You escaped in a crate?
What?
Well, the... out... being... that...
The outlaws of...
Gone? You mean... You've not brought me any heads, have you? No? No. Good. And if any more outlaws take up residence there or inside the city, let me know. I would like to remain. It was.
Daryl.
I'm a servant of Kalan.
So, a servant of Kalan.
How about I kick your ass?
Okay. But as far... Yeah, and I'm willing to pay any price to get... While I'm certain there must be people better qualified. What's this got to do with the job? This job is about technical reliability, and I can assure you. And as for my in the... Absolutely crap. I don't know one end of a screwdriver from... But I'm a fast learner, and if I have someone I can ask, then the rest won't be a problem. And did I mention the whole financially?
I've heard enough.
Okay. And remember...
No. He is not getting the job.
We need to sort things out with those traders and get more supplies in.
You managed to get Jorg to admit his lie to the cleric? That is good. It seems we can trust in the cleric's justice after all. Your service ship, that is half of my daily ration. I hope it is enough to show thanks.
Huh? Your daily ration's 1,000? How do I get in on this? I could go for 1,000 a day. I feel like I should be done with this
Are
quest.
you here to pay me those shards you owe me? Because I'm pissed at how long
No.
it's taken to pay.
Then you...
All right.
How many are dead now?
Now I go back to Riley?
Don't worry.
Well, thank you. Here, this is for you.
I'm pretty against the Berserkers, I won't hide. They're fucking idiots. They're bigots. Was it open? Oh. Well, gee, I didn't expect it to just tell me what it opens. That's... Alright. Cool.
So annoying. So annoying.
You. It was you, wasn't it? You made sure Jorg testified. It'll be your damned fault if we all die here.
What can you do?
Not now.
Oh.
That's it.
Wait, what? Why would he give me a key for the sewer?
The claw will be your guide. So, you must be the one who helped Rat. That speaks well of you. Come on through. Talk to Hector. He'll answer your questions.
Aww? What is Rat up to?
Looking to buy some?
Buy or sell?
I said, but we do buy two. All together. Nah.
What does he have? Yasma.
Hello, my name is Yasma. But before you say a word, know this. I don't want to know who you are. I don't want to know what your name is. I am not interested in where you're from or what you're doing here. If you can remember that, then we'll get along just fine.
You might not want to know anything about me, but I want to know who you are.
There's little to say. I've lived my life on my own. One day I was robbed, seriously wounded, and left to die. An outlaw by the name of Rat found me and helped me get back on my feet.
Wow.
He told me he knew of a place where I could be safe, where I could learn the skills of a thief. In return, I would have to teach those abilities to others. That is how...
Rat's been up to some shit.
Will you teach those skills to me?
As Darius allowed you in, I assume you're... So please, what would you... I'll...
I don't really care about a lot of this stuff.
What?
Who you say you are means nothing to me. I have met so many people, so many claws who have disappeared and never shown up again. I do not want...
Understood. What requirements does that have? Archon's Might. I can use it. Is it a laser rifle? It's a laser rifle. Dang! Its damage is shit. Why? Why? Wait, why? Additional prisms increase the destructive power even further. What do you mean prisms? What's a prism? That is very disappointing. Oh, they each have their own chests. Rat's chest. Ooh. What's that? Dual skill amulet. Strength, dexterity, and combat. Oh, that's what I'm wearing. I bought one of those. Well, what can you do? I got it because it was a good amulet, you know?
I was...
By Darius, I'm guessing. And I assume you have a lot of questions about the claws. My name is Hector. I am the leader. Factions want it for themselves, don't they? All obedient. I was in the fort in Tavar when the Duke took it from Baxter. One new master to replace the old. So the claws were born. Whatever faction, whatever land, we are everything and everywhere.
What is the...
This is our headquarters. Well, that's a bit formal. It's more a place that people can come and make contact. We are here. We pledge to work with each other and to keep the word of the claws.
Who are...
We are an independent group dedicated to redistributing wealth to ourselves.
You mean you're thief?
We take things. We don't have ranks, and we don't. We believe that the only thing that can help you survive and grow. Oh, that you will discover as you travel across Magaland. We are everywhere. But we choose who we allow to join very carefully. None of us know about the entire network, and nobody, apart from me, knows the size of our organization. We are recognized by our mark, the claw. Show that, and another claw should assist you. But let's get to the real reason of your visit. Would you like to become part?
What do you think?
It seems a mistake. And it seems there...
So, you want to fight?
Come here!
That was a mistake!
The factions are at war. We have no interest in their politics. And this place has given us somewhere to stay while the Albs and the clerics... It will give us a place to...
What happens if I join?
Good. I had heard of you through our network. Here, take this cloak. Now, if you wish, I will tell you how...
Tell me how...
Very well. Our system is built and... Do you see? When we are given an assignment, take a job.
I'm actually going to not join yet. Maybe later on. Vacancy. I'm just gonna go back up to the teleporter.